Besides the mushroom, besides the sausage.
Okay. So I was looking through our YouTube videos earlier today, and it was kind of giving me like a list of other videos to look at.
Yeah.
And so I was looking through, and what do you want to kind of explain them to me, or what do you think of Jacob Foutz's videos? Like, what's your view on those?
Well, Jacob kind of hit the mother load this weekend, didn't he? He had two real powerful videos on YouTube over the weekend, and I think the first one, I remember watching the first one on my way into work, so I think that was Friday, maybe Thursday, but yeah, I think that would be something to talk about. Why don't we'll run the intro real quick. We'll come back and we'll talk about what we think about Jacob and what he's got going on there. We'll be right back. How's your pizza?
I like it.
Sunday night pizza. But you watched both of Jacob Foutz videos, right? The first one, and then he had a follow-up, I think 3 or 4 days later.
Yeah, as a fellow introvert, I connected with him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I tell you what, there is no doubt in my mind that he's an excellent fisherman. Obviously, you have to be in order to make the elites. There's also no doubt in my mind that he is a very honest and genuine person. And I think that's important also. But the answer to your question, what do I think about? I go back to, we did a video several weeks ago about getting sponsors in fishing. And that statement that Mike Gallus made to me years and years ago, which is, fishermen are a dime a dozen. I mean, the reality is Jacob is a great fisherman. And so are the other 100 and however many guys there are on the elites. And then there are 80 BPT anglers that are excellent fishermen. And then there are 150 invitational anglers that are great fishermen. And there are another 100 and some NPFL fishermen that are great fishermen. And quite honestly, when you take all of those, then you can add the fact that there are also hundreds of great fishermen in...
Yep, lots of great fishermen in the
yeah,
woods.
and that's what Mike was saying, that they're great fishermen are a dime a dozen. That in and of itself doesn't get you sponsorships and money. Mm-hmm. I think it's interesting that Jacob found that by coming onto YouTube and being an honest man and talking about his struggles, he found the support from his YouTube fans, and he gained a lot of new YouTube fans that recognize his honesty and the struggles that he's going through, which is giving him the platform that he will need as he goes to new potential sponsors. And that could be the big thing that he needs to move from what he was describing in that first video to where he wants to get. Fishing is the platform, but you have to use the other vehicles to be able, because he said this in his video, he was 100% honest. He said he realizes you have to be able to show a company that you have value in promoting product. There's nothing, a company is not going to pay you just to be a good fisherman. But if you can sell motors, boats, fishing tackle, whatever it is, even if you can sell lawnmowers, they'll support you as long as you can help to sell their product or promote their product. this now puts Jacob in a place where he might be able to do that. And I think that's great. I'm going back to what we talked about in our video. I used to write articles and I used to do fishing seminars and things like that. Well, fishing seminars pretty much don't exist. Trade shows don't exist, or they're starting to come back, but they aren't as big as they used to before COVID. And so without those resources being available, YouTube and social media have become the vehicles to be able to do that and to show that you have people willing to follow. So I think Jacob is going to be, even though he talks about how it doesn't come naturally and he's not great with people and things like that, he's kind of starting to realize that this is the way that he can get a fan base, and there's definitely plenty of people that are going to support him in moving forward. And I give him a lot of credit for finding it, and I give him a lot of encouragement to keep moving forward in that direction, because I think it's great that he's doing that. And I think it's great that his YouTube community is supporting him in moving forward. That's one of the great powers of this platform.
Yeah, I think Jacob will be just fine.
Yeah. But it does take almost a light bulb going off to say, you know what, I'm just not gonna get it because I'm a good fisherman. It's gotta come. I have to be able to show that I've got something else. And it doesn't mean that you have to be flashy and flamboyant. One thing that you could have is being humble and being honest. And there are plenty of people in this world that appreciate humility and honesty. And I think that that's all you got to do is put yourself out there, and there are people that will support that.
Yeah, just 100% being yourself, and I think that's something that's great with us, right? You have that kind of more flash. I'm a little more quiet, and we have that connection. And
I didn't know I had flash.
You definitely have flash.
I don't know about that, but
yep, we just have to put ourselves out there and see what happens. So good luck.
Anyway, I would love to hear your guys' opinion on this, because I know that this has been real popular this weekend. I mean, if Megan is watching Jacob Foutz on YouTube, I guarantee there's a lot of you guys that have seen it this weekend too. I'd really love to hear your opinion about it. Put it in the comment section. And so we've got a pretty busy week coming up here on Mark Fisher Outdoors. We've got a really, really special Underwater Wednesday that's coming up that will blow your mind on a technique that I guarantee you thought you knew all about, and this is going to blow your mind on it. We've got some drop shot stuff happening. Some knots, and I did my first bow hunt yesterday. Big deer.
Yeah.
Not going to give you too much about that. So a lot coming up. So stick with us this week. We got a good week coming up. We're glad you're on Mark Fisher Outdoors. Thanks. We'll see you again tomorrow, everybody.
Have a good night.